Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedra Shelach. One of the most challenging decisions a teacher must make is whether or not to offer a second chance. When a student fails, whether it be in a test or fails in character, a teacher's love for their student pushes them to give their student a second chance. Yet a truly loving teacher knows that sometimes a student must learn that decisions, actions, and behaviors have consequences, and some of those are permanent. Sometimes the best and most important lessons are the hardest to learn, and even harder to teach. In this Dvar Torah, a lesson about hard-to-learn lessons and teaching will be examined. In a different look at the episodes of the spies, the consequences of their actions will be examined for lessons in the classroom. The goal of this Dvar Torah is to give a counterintuitive approach to true educational mercy. In our Sedra, the Jewish people err and face a devastating setback. Moshe sent spies to inspect the land of Israel and its inhabitants before Bnei Israel's eventual invasion. The spies return with a negative report that the people believe and use the report to claim that they'd rather return to Egypt. This desire to return was the ultimate rejection of God's plan and his plan to emancipate the Jewish people from the Egyptian slavery and live freely under God's divine protection in their own land. God decrees, "I, the Lord, have spoken. You can be assured that I will do this to the entire evil congregation who have assembled against me. In the desert they will end, and there they will die." Later in the same chapter, Moshe's report to the Jewish people was recorded. Moshe related all these words to the children of Israel, and the people mourned greatly. They arose early in the morning and ascended to the mountaintop, saying, "We are ready to go up to the place which the Lord spoke, for we have sinned." Moshe warned them from this approach and told them, "Why do you transgress the word of the Lord? It will not succeed. Do not go up, for the Lord is not among you, to protect you from being beaten by your enemies. For the Amalekim and the Canaanites are waiting in ambush for you, and you will fall by their sword. For you have turned away from the Lord, and the Lord will not be with you." The Jewish people ignored Moshe, and, as is recorded in the Torah, they defiantly ascended to the mountaintop. But the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord and Moshe did not move from the camp. The Amalekim and the Canaanim who lived on the mountain came down and smote them and crushed them. The Jewish people suffered from their refusal to heed the consequences of their actions. This was a mistake coupled on top of another mistake, and they could not walk back from their errors and their consequences. Life is best lived understanding that cause and effect is the principle by which our lives are led. All actions have reactions, and many are unavoidable and uncorrectable. This is a lesson that life eventually teaches all of us, but how we handle it is a test of our character. As parents, teachers, and mentors, it is best that we teach this lesson to our charges so that they understand how to handle it when they learn this lesson. Sometimes this lesson is best taught by applying what seems like merciless consequences on our students and children. Shabbat Shalom.